You have so much potential. The words that have haunted me through my whole life. For the last 28 years, I cannot seem to escape that sentence. What is potential? Potential, defined by Oxford Languages, is having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something into the future. Hearing this, you'll say, well, that's a good thing, right? People saying they see potential in you is showing that they believe in what you can become. Or is it? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience growing up, playing sports, and just going through life, and how the phrase, you have potential, has impacted how I think about myself. Growing up, I played very high-level sports my entire life. AAA hockey and baseball, and then junior hockey after being drafted into the OHL in the last round as a flyer since I was injured for half the season during my draft year. No matter which sport it was, hockey or baseball, the words, "you have so much potential," were uttered by almost everyone who was close to me. Even now, 10 years later, since I've stopped playing hockey, in my work, I've had people tell me this exact statement. Nowadays, it means something different. But when I was younger, being plagued by many injuries throughout my playtime in sports, this made sense. Get over the injuries and fulfill my potential, right? Easy. Well, not so much. I was never bad at these sports. I was quite talented at them, actually, and was very fortunate to be able to play at such a high level with amazing support from my family the entire time. But no matter what, during my time playing, I could never seem to reach my potential. But why? It always seemed as though every single time I got close to being just over the hump to where I was before, something would happen. Get hurt, stop myself mentally, something along those lines. I've been doing some thinking, and I'm trying to understand why. Why can I never reach this potential that others see in me? Like, what is it that I'm doing that is stopping me from getting to this point? And is this point something I can even comprehend or understand? Do I know what I'm capable of? Do I know what these people see in me? I quit playing hockey on my own terms at 18 years old and didn't touch the ice for years until I was accepted to university, where I randomly got the urge to push myself to be a walk-on for the hockey team. My entire life, I was always kind of forced to work out, go on the ice, practice. I never felt like I was doing it out of my own volition. It always felt like I was supposed to, that I had to do it for somebody else. And this was the very first time in a really long time that I felt like I was doing it for myself, and that it was actually something that I was pushing myself to do, not that somebody else was pushing me to do. At the end of it all, I did not end up making the team out of the tryout, but I played well and was so proud of myself as I dedicated an entire year training 5 days a week plus 2 on-ice sessions. I was so close, but again, was not my potential, as the coach saw in me, if I kept it up for another year where he saw me making the team when they had an opening. However, this was 2020, so I did not end up continuing that dream and fell off my fitness for a year as well. During the 2020 lockdowns, I had a lot of time to think about this journey and why I always ended up coming short of my potential, as people seemed to see in me that I could not see in myself. And then it hit me. That is exactly it. I do not see it in myself. So how could I possibly push myself to achieve something that I could not see as possible? Throughout my life, I always went through bouts of working hard for months consistently, then falling off. Uploading YouTube videos, then falling off. Streaming consistently, then falling off. I started to realize this was a pattern. This was also a time in my life, the time when I was trained to be on the team, that is, where I would have considered myself to be in the best shape of my life. But I never really committed to training and working out that consistently for longer than 8 months at that intensity. Fast forward to today, years later, I find myself in the same spiral, always stopping before I reach, quote unquote, my potential. I'm in no means out of shape, but I'm a far cry from where I want to be or believe where I can be. But there always seems to be a wall that I'm subconsciously scared to break through, and I feel stuck. I've really only recently kind of come to this conclusion and figured I cannot be alone in this thought process. So I decided to make this video as kind of a starting point in my journey to try and break through the mental walls that I've put up for myself of the unknown. The unknown can be scary, even if it is in your benefit to push into it. There really is nothing to lose in this scenario, especially with fitness, or even things I want to start business-wise. But that doesn't mean it's easy. I've decided to push myself before the new year starts, so I'm not a part of the New Year's resolutioners during December, to really force myself to do things that I've been putting off, whether that be recording videos for the online training programs that I want to give to people, or uploading YouTube videos that I've been trying to make for a year. This is one of them. I'm only recording this on December 2nd, 2025, which is kind of crazy because I've had this in my drafts on my iPad since last year. I get stuck in the paralysis of not knowing if what I'm going to be doing is going to be good enough. And I think that's horrible. I never really think that I'm good enough or what I'm doing is good enough. And getting out of that mindset and just going for it, not really caring what others are going to think, and just doing the best I can and being proud of the work I do is going to help. I'm not going to sit here and say that what others think doesn't matter 100%, because obviously at a certain point, what others think of you probably matters. But when it comes to content, or if you're trying to build something for yourself, a business, a YouTube channel, a product, people are going to say things and people are going to not really like what you have to say or what you have to do sometimes. And I think that's what stops me. It's the criticism. I'm realizing now that it's kind of unfortunate growing up that I never really got to attack or face my criticisms head on. I appreciate my parents for everything they did, but they always seemed to shelter me from failure. They never wanted me to fail. They always wanted me to succeed, which obviously I appreciate. But in doing so, I kind of got comfortable doing what I was doing. I never really felt like I needed to do more. Obviously, I had either my parents or other people telling me that I need to do more. I need to do this, I need to do that in order to keep improving. But when I would fail, they wouldn't really tell me, or they would let me kind of just think everything was okay, which, again, realizing this now as a 28-year-old probably wasn't to my benefit. So again, I'm doing all of this and anticipating I'll have a few bumps in the road and a few failures here and there, but that's okay because I'm going to learn from them and I'm going to get better and I'm not going to give up. So this is my official invitation to whoever sees this and has made it to the end of the video. If you relate to my journey, I want you to join me in the journey of reaching our full potential. I believe in you all, and thank you so much for watching another video. I think at this point, my schedule for right now is going to be uploading a video every Wednesday and Saturday. That's my goal. And again, if you guys have any topics or any life experiences that you guys are going through that you just kind of want to vent about, let me know in the comment section, and maybe, who knows, I'll talk about it in a future video. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.